Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moyna, professional bass angler. In this video, we're going to talk about the 2024, the fourth day of practice at Lake Logan Martin. This would be for the Bassmaster Opens, 2024 Bassmaster Open, Lake Logan Martin. Fourth day practice. Okay, so today, we didn't get on the water right away today. We got on the water maybe about 9:15. We had ourselves a little thunderstorm roll through in the morning. Nothing severe, but there was lightning to be had, to be seen, thunder to be heard. So we just kind of just hunkered down and just waited it out in the camper, and finally got out at about 9:15. So, needless to say, I wasn't able to find a shad spawn today because it was too late in the day. I mean, at 9:15, I mean, the clouds broke and the sun popped out, and I don't know. I have yet to see any kind of shad spawn here. There has to be somewhere. It's got to be going down. I mean, it's the right time. The water temperature is right. Everything's right. It's got to be happening somewhere. I don't know where. So I'm not going to be too concerned about it because it's like a mythical bite anyways. It's rare when I ever get on that bite, and I mean, years will go by without me catching a fish on a shad spawn. So anyhow, let's see. Well, let's see okay, this is what I got to say now. Regarding the bass spawn, I finally got an idea of what's going on. I mean, I was suspicious that they were fish on beds, and because the water's murky, so you can't really see the beds. But just the types of places where I'm catching them, the fact that a couple times, if I had a bite and he spit it out, I could throw right back to the same spot and catch them. That's oftentimes, you know, what a spawning fish will do, or a male, you know, a male that's guarding the nest. That's what they'll do. So, and I pretty much confirmed that today. I actually saw one thing. Once you get well into the, you know, once you get deep into the spawn, you'll actually even see fish, like males, like swirl on the surface. Like, I don't know if they're like chasing something away from their fry, or if they're actually grabbing a fry to eat. I know smallmouth, I've seen smallmouth. There's no smallmouth here, of course, but I have seen smallmouth like eat their own fry. And it's a similar kind of swirl. So I'm not sure if that's what the largemouths are doing, but anyhow, that is so that's kind of, but I can't see the fry. You know, it's like, even with the murky water, a lot of times the fry will be like inches under the surface, and I've yet to see a cloud of fry. So, and that also tells me that somewhere in this lake there's still females pulling in. It's the last, you know, we got the last of them coming in, probably, but they are coming in somewhere, and I don't know where that would be, because when I get around these males, I mean, that's all I'm catching. They're like 1 to 2 pounders. And you got to have 3 pounders. 3 pounders are what you want in this tournament. 1 to 2 pounders are worthless. So, I mean, they're good. You know, they're good to get a limit and then worry about calling up. But they're worthless. I mean, really, it's. And there's a lot of small. There's a healthy population in this lake. There's a lot of small, like 10 to 13 inch bass out here, both largemouth and spotted bass. So, and I'm still not sure which is. I mean, I feel like largemouth is the better way to go, but I don't really know. Just because you have better potential size on the upper end, I think. But I really don't know that for sure. I did look at some tournament reports from some other tournaments that have been held here over the last few years, and that kind of makes a guy want to lean largemouth, because that's what you see the winners holding up. But there's also mention of spots, though, and some of the guys that do well. There are some, they're a factor. Plus, actually, if you can go out and catch a bag of spotted bass, it seems like you can have like 11 to 12 pounds, and really 12 pounds a day might make a check here. But see, if you got a pattern or a few things you can do to get a quick limit of spotted bass, and get a couple nice 2 1/4, 2.5 pounders, and then spend the rest of the day hunting big largemouth, that might not be a bad strategy. But no, we get half a day tomorrow. We get to fish till noon tomorrow. Before and then the lake goes off limits, and then we got registration, and then I got to get my gear ready. So what else we got to say? I'm not catching the 3 pounders. You got to have the 3 pounders out here. My guess, just looking at historical weights here of recent years, it's probably gonna the person who wins is probably gonna have like 46 to, top end to me would be 50 pounds. And maybe like 40, between 45 and 50 pounds. And 45 seems more likely than 50, but who am I to say? I don't have this place figured out. Which reminds me, so I was pulling my boat out at the ramp here, and a guy asked me, are you doing any good? And no. And then I said, no, I'm not. Then his next question is, well, why not? Well, I'm like, so my response to that, well, if I knew the answer to that, then I'd probably have things figured out, and I would be catching them. So, yeah, no, why not? I wish I knew why not, because I really don't know. But I don't know. Somebody's going to win this tournament. Somebody's going to catch a bunch of 3 pounders. I just got to figure out how am I going to catch some 3 pounders. And I got half a day tomorrow. Got to be off the water at noon. And I don't know what to do tomorrow. I absolutely don't know what I should do. Do I change sections of the lake, and hopefully that's... I don't know. I'll have to sleep on that one. But anyways, thanks for watching. And I'm tired. I'm sunburned. I'm dehydrated. I'm a smelly fisherman. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. But life is good. Over.